What's going on, guys? Mr. Crypto UK for another video, part 2 of how to get started with Binance for beginners. Sorry, it's been a little longer than expected. I had the sniffles, and I didn't want to start sniffing every 2 seconds on the video. So, to get started with part 2. Part 1, if you haven't seen it, is just the beginning of how to get started with moving your money from Coinbase to GDAX so that you don't have to pay any fees, and then from GDAX to Binance. We are going to be doing how to move your money from GDAX to Binance and then buy some Ripple. That was an example on Binance. A little bit more confusing this video as well. At least you can watch it back. So let's get on with it. So we were on GDAX and we wanted to withdraw our Bitcoin to a Bitcoin address. The example will look something like this. That's the sort of address you'll see. You would smash in your Bitcoin that you want to send, maybe whatever the full amount is. Put your Bitcoin address in here. You can click the max if you really want to spend the max. And that is what you need to do. So you need to make sure that you send Bitcoin, because you cannot send any actual currencies like pounds or sterling, US dollar, euros. You have to convert it and then send. And obviously the reason we're doing it is because it's fast and free. Of course, you have two-step verification, so you will need to do this below. It's just to make sure that no one hacks into your account and steals your cryptos. And this will stop them if by any chance they got this far. I would say, I've got more than $20, should we say, in this. I got over 100. I got hundreds. You just want to be careful not to. You don't want to start getting involved buying things that are too expensive for what the security really is. Everyone thinks that everyone's going to steal everyone's cryptos, and it really doesn't happen. It either happens because someone's stupid and they give the hacker the details just through spamming and scamming emails and phishing emails, where it looks like it's another website looking to re-verify your details, but it's not, and you give them your login and password. That's basically mainly what happens. Sometimes they do get hacked, but there are companies, like Binance, who actually have a reserve. So if anyone gets hacked, they actually can pay back, because there's been cases in the past where, whole exchanges, this is years and years ago, whole exchanges have been sort of stolen from, and it's sort of gone, it's sort of been pretty nasty. But recently, in modern times, there's not been that much going on with this, so I would say it's fine. Don't worry about anything like that. As long as you set up your two-step verification on whichever website you're using, that will be fine for now. I will touch on how you actually can have more security after in other videos, but for now, anyone beginning, that is perfect. So we need to obviously withdraw our funds to a Binance account. That's the whole thing we're doing. So you need to go over to Binance, Binance.com. Make sure you get the exact website. There are some scam websites that look very similar, and they try to get you to sign up or log in with your details on that website. And same thing with the email I just mentioned. Once you sign up, set up your two-step verification, as said, and then you want to go through the funds and deposit, because you want to deposit funds to your Binance account, to Binance from GDAX. So you want to withdraw funds from GDAX and deposit into your Binance. So that's why we're setting this up. This is a history of my previous things. And you want to type in Bitcoin. Type in Bitcoin. Many abbreviations. Make sure you get the exact one. Now, BTC is an abbreviation of Bitcoin. If you're looking to find out what maybe any of the others abbreviations are, you can go straight over to CoinMarketCap here. Type in Bitcoin in the top right-hand search bar, or click through to Bitcoin, and it will have here BTC. So you now know BTC is what you want to look for if it does not give you the full word, because you find a lot of websites give you just a shortened version. So don't get confused with that. You can just check that way, but otherwise you'll pick it up as you go. So great. So you'll come here, BTC Bitcoin, and this is important. Make sure you read this. Only send Bitcoin to this address. Do not send other coins or tokens. So you can't send the Bitcoin. Once you withdraw it from your GDAX, you cannot send this to a destination address, which I'll show you in a sec. and the destination address has to be another Bitcoin address, which you can see here. This is the address. It cannot be Ripple. You cannot do this. You cannot go, oh, let's go and send some Bitcoin here. Ooh, and we're going to send it and we're going to deposit into our Ripple account because then we've got Ripple in our account. No, you will not have Ripple in your account. You will have nothing in your account. It will either, by chance, if you're so lucky, go back in your account. Otherwise, you will lose it. So you've got to be so careful with that. You don't just move one and convert midway. I did touch over that in the previous video, but just to repeat so you can understand. Bitcoin. So we want Bitcoin. Here we go. You'll be presented with this address. Now this is what you want. You can copy the address straight from here. If you have the mobile app, you can hover over this and it will add it for you. I still like to do this. Copy it, go into here, paste, boom, the amount you want to send, do your two-step verification, get your code on your phone, withdraw. Once you do that, you do not need GDAX anymore. All done. The only time you might need GDAX is if after many hours you haven't received your funds and you want to go check it's still pending. Because in your transaction history it can say it's cancelled. Maybe something that you entered was wrong and it can be still pending. You can check it's still in the system waiting to be processed. So that's just the only thing you might want to check back if something doesn't, if the Bitcoin doesn't go in your account. So once you've done that, we do not have to enter anything else into Binance. All we do is wait. It's probably easier to download the app on your phone and check the balance every half an hour, but it can take up to 3 hours. I've had it 2-3 hours, but I would say usually half an hour. I know it's a little longer than you may have thought, thinking it's sort of modern technology, but it does take that long because it has to go through a big network and get verified with loads of other transactions. It just joins the queue. So it can take, depending on how many there's sort of processing or how many in the queue, it can take longer. But don't panic, just wait a couple of hours and then you should see that your Bitcoin is in your Bitcoin address wallet on Binance. So yeah, it's easy to just download the app for that. It's really quick and easy to see what your current balance is. So once you've done that, you want to buy some. We want, in this example, buy some XRP or some Ripple. So Ripple is abbreviated to XRP. As you can see here, we want to make sure that we buy the right thing. Click on the Ripple. XRP is right here, and we can see that is the abbreviation. So you'll pick them up as you go. The more you invest in, the more you research, you'll pick up the little acronyms, and then you won't really need to touch back on them. You sort of remember them, all the main ones. But yes, so that was what you want to do. So you want to go ahead and go to exchange. We're going to click on basic because we don't want anything too complex. And if you're doing day trading, say buying one part of the day and selling it another, you're doing it here. And this is exactly like GDAX. It's just a slightly different look, but realistically, it's the same thing. It does the same thing. You can just buy and sell and day trade with more cryptocurrencies. That's what it's for. So you can see here on the top right hand side we have BTC selected here. So that's what we want because we have Bitcoin. We can't trade any other crypto for Ripple because we only have one. And in this little search thing, we're going to type in XRP. And you can see it's here. It's at my favorites anyway, because if you hold it, I usually add it to my favorites. We'll go ahead and click it. And in the top left here, it says Ripple, and it's saying XRP against Bitcoin. So that means it's basically taking these two, which is perfect because we want both of these. So great. So that's what you want to make sure. You want to make sure that these match. Bitcoin's there and XRP is there. And you don't really need to look at much of this. A lot of this is just orders that's history. These are orders that people have placed because people want to buy at a really good price, so they just whack it in the morning or earlier in the week, and they would wait. They got enough balance to just hope, or maybe they've speculated that it will meet that value to buy. So sometimes if it goes down in value, the system will automatically just do it for them if they're not there. But we're going to go down here and have a little look in depth to buy some XRP. So we have we have $50. That's a better example. $50 of Bitcoin, and we want to buy some XRP. Now, you might want to think, oh God, let's see what the current prices are. I want to make sure before I buy it that the prices are right. So we go on the coin market cap here, and you can see here Bitcoin is currently 1.4% down. This is the first thing I do, and Ripple is 5% down. So you're already making a little extra there because Bitcoin does not fluctuate as much as the others. You can also obviously drill down and look at the prices, but I would have expected to already look at the historic and sort of got to your own judgment, because this is no way financial advice at all, because this is just me and what I've learned over the past year and a half, and just showing you what I can see. So back to Binance. So we wanted to buy the $50 of Bitcoin, but we want to convert it to XRP. Now, what I found is everywhere you go to buy XRP, it will actually be in Bitcoin. Now, if you only want to put your full balance in, it will say here Bitcoin balance. You just type in the full balance, copy and paste, like that, and copy it, paste it into here, and you will okay. Yeah, see, even I'm getting confused. This is the bit you've got to be really careful of. So no, this is your balance. This is the current price per Ripple. So 1 Ripple is that much Bitcoin. So you can see here, this is the Bitcoin balance, and it's saying that it's actually going to cost me this much money to buy 1 Ripple. It's not quite accurate, because if we look on the left-hand side, the greens are buy orders, so people are looking to buy, and the most expensive, so the person that's willing to pay the most will be at the top here. So you can see he's willing to pay 7,890 there. Well, it's saying the price is 7,899, and then obviously these are other orders historically, and this is the opposite side. The person that's looking to sell, the lowest he's willing to sell his XRP or his Ripple is the bottom one here. The amounts up the top, the price is 7,901, 7,901, 7,902. So actually, with our 7,899 here, it's not going to actually get bought. We're not going to be able to buy anything because no one's selling that low. So there, straight away, 789. See, it's gone because that was the lowest. So someone's bought that up. It's because it was the cheapest, so you can get more for your buck. It's there, 7,899, and that will just drop off shortly because it will probably get met. 7,898. See, you sometimes can wait to check, but I would say I usually, if I'm not looking to do anything silly or anything crazy, I'll just look at what it sort of is around the bottom, and I'll use that price. So I'd say 7,902, 7,901. Put in here let's have a look. So let's just try to do it really quickly. Let's put 7,901 because that's conservative. 7,978. It's gone down. 7,8, 7,8, 7,8. So that will definitely buy it. And you can buy a maximum amount of 1,099 Ripple. So if you are looking to spend all your money, all your Bitcoin, you type in this 1099. It will use all your Bitcoin to buy as much as it can automatically. Or you type in here your total amount of Bitcoin that you want to actually convert. Do that, and it will say, look, 1099. See? So you can either do it this way at the top, or you can do it through the amount of Bitcoin you've got, or 50% of your balance, 25% of your balance, 75 and 100. Let's say you've got lots of Bitcoin, you've got thousands of Bitcoin, and you want to buy $100, and you're not sure how do I know what $100 of Bitcoin is? What's the quickest way? I normally jump over to coin market cap. There are various other ones. Currency converter calculator here under tools. And once it's loaded, basically it's a calculator. And you can see here. Now what I do is I want to know how much Bitcoin I'm going to get for US dollar. Sorry, US dollar I'm going to get for Bitcoin. There we go. So we go over to Bitcoin because we want to convert US dollar to Bitcoin. Here we are. See, we actually we don't want to know how much Bitcoin we can get. We want to know how much US dollars we're going to convert to the Bitcoin. So we wanted to do the 50 US dollars, and here we are. The amount of Bitcoin, $50 as well. So it will fluctuate, of course, but we copy that, and I would normally in here put there so we can get 87 XRP for $50 of Bitcoin. Now there are fees, and the price does fluctuate. So if you want to be sure and you've got a little bit more, maybe put $52, $54. Otherwise, you'll see your balance is probably worth less than $50 once you've actually completed the transaction. But you know, it's not about the odd dollar here or there. To be fair, it's more about the long-term prospects and building up a portfolio. So once you've done that, you would smash the buy XRP. And just for this example, let's go ahead and do it. So I want to buy $50 of XRP because I've got enough Bitcoin in my account. So we're going to do that. Jump over to here. The price is that. I actually want to see what I can get it for. So I'm looking on the left-hand side here. The price has actually gone up. So I'm going to go ahead and just say I want. How much can I buy? 87. Let's see if I can just get it on that. We're going to go ahead and make sure we've got the right mark to deposit. We're going to buy 904, 900. I'm just having a quick look. So let's go for the 900 mark and buy. Order submitted. Now you will have to go up to, I believe it's orders, open orders, because if you're not fast enough, yeah, perfect. If it's got open orders here, it means it's still pending. It means the transaction hasn't been complete yet, because maybe someone has bought, as you click buy, someone else did it faster and bought all of the Ripple at that price. So it needs to wait till it goes back to that price for it to be met again. And you can cancel it and just go back in and do the current price until it does do it, because by leaving it, it's it's in limbo. I don't like doing it. I like to get it done there and then. And once you do that, you can go to funds and balances, type XRP Ripple, and it will come up with all your balances. And then, you know, as you build up your portfolio, you can check through CoinMarketCap and just track the price. You bought it at this price, or whatever the price we mentioned, which you can put into sort of Blockfolio. It's an app, or you can do it on Excel, or you can just, you know that you put $100 in, so you're just watching your balance. You know, it depends on the amount of investment and what you're really looking to do. If it's so long term, short term, or flips even. So flips would be, it's down massively today. Let's look for one that's down huge. Let's say it's 8% here. And if it goes up 8% tomorrow, then you would then sell it back just to make a little extra in the on the difference, because you know it's going down so much today. You probably think it's going to go up tomorrow. But that's of course another video as well. It's just giving you a little feel for what you can do, what there is. And I know this is completely more complex than what you would maybe call a beginner video, but there is a bit of a jump from just buying on Coinbase to everything else. And there's even more of a jump from Binance to the decentralized exchanges where some of the other cryptocurrencies are on that aren't on Binance. More videos to come. It will take time, so don't rush. Don't think you shouldn't have understood it all within, you know, a week, because that's not how it is. You need to just go through, watch as many videos as you can, get a feel for what words mean, things are. It's a whole new world. But hopefully I've covered everything. You can get started on Binance. I'll leave a link in the description for just Binance and all the other links to the part 1 and so on. Hopefully you liked it. Smash the thumbs up. Smash the thumbs down if it was that bad. I don't know. Comment below. Hopefully I can help someone out if you've got any questions. And yeah, stay tuned and I'll bring you another awesome video tomorrow. Thanks.